Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. This one's going to be a little more controversial, but it needs to be said, especially at the events of this past week. The truth needs to be brought out into the limelight, and that is how the left dehumanizes the right. Oftentimes, you hear from the left, especially the radical left, that the right are fascists, authoritarians, Nazis, and so much more. Especially when you hear this from prominent members of the Democratic Party and the mass media as a whole. And when you dehumanize the right like that, it makes it so that not only does the left, radical left, really not all of the left, just the radical left, wants to dehumanize these people. And by doing that, they cause them to want to hurt these people, especially on the right. But it also makes it so that you don't mind when these people get taken out of this world because they were evil, and who cares if they're gone? Good riddance. And this encourages more political violence, more division, more just hatred on both sides, and it's not good for anyone. It's not good for the country, and the left is encouraging this. We hear this all the time, especially when Trump got shot last year. Especially mass media, you've been hearing that Trump is authoritarian, he's Nazi, he's evil, he's a dictator, he's a bad guy, when none of those things are substantiated. And same thing with Charlie Kirk that got taken out, this past week. You've been hearing the same things, that he supports this stuff. But I would challenge anyone to find me a specific clip on whether these people were fascists, because the last time I checked, when it comes to Charlie, fascism doesn't support people having open debate and dialogue and, an opening to new ideas. Fascism, as far as I know, when it comes to fascism and Nazis, they killed a lot of people, yet Charlie and Trump never killed anyone. And it's just not true. And it's just radicalizing the whole base, and it's not surprising when someone on the radical left actually took to heart to what these mass media members, the Democratic Party, has to say, and took action on it. It's not surprising, and actually took someone out that actually promoted open debate when it comes to Charlie. It's not surprising because they have been radicalized. And, we don't see this on the right. You don't see when Democrats get assassinated, with the case of the Minnesota lawmaker that, unfortunately passed away earlier this year. You wouldn't see conservatives cheering for this and celebrating this. And this is another point. This goes for anyone. I don't really care who you are or who it is. When you celebrate murder, that is straight demonic. That's straight evil to celebrate someone getting unalived. That is evil. I will never support that. I will always rebuke that, because that is, at that point, it's not even left versus right anymore. This is good versus evil. This is righteousness versus wickedness. It's people that are decent human beings against people who are complete devoid of any kind of humanity. And that people often say that Charlie Kirk, what the things that he said was hatred, was that he supported hatred, and now he's spreading hatred. But that's not even a universal truth, because people that know him and that love him say he was speaking the truth. And I think it's both ways. I think what Charlie said was the truth, and the truth is hateful. We talk about Jesus. The reason Jesus was crucified is because he spoke the truth, and the truth was hateful to people at that time. It was hateful to the religious leaders and the Pharisees, and so they had him killed because he was speaking the truth. And same thing here. When you speak the truth boldly and unapologetically, you put a target on your back, not because it's wrong, but because it convicts people and exposes all the wickedness in their lives. And when that happens, they're more inclined to take you out because you're just speaking the truth and you're not being ashamed about it. So we've been seeing this from the left, especially since 2020, when people weren't getting vaccinated, and the mass media was saying that these people are dangerous and you shouldn't hang out with them, you shouldn't go to Thanksgiving with them. So it's a bunch of things of the left, and this especially mass media and the Democratic Party, radical leftists, trying to divide America, and you get to a point where people celebrate people getting unalived, and are unapologetic about it. This is straight demonic, and I would challenge anyone that they can't even find a clip of Charlie saying all these mean, hateful, critical things because it doesn't exist. You're just reading something you found on the internet with no basis in reality, and it's causing people to get seriously hurt. So anyway, I just wanted to say that because this is just getting crazy. It's getting out of control, and we need to, and for me, I need to speak up about this and not be conformed to the wet patterns of this world. Speak the truth no matter what, because it's time for this to stop. And if you don't like it, fine, you can post in the comments, whatever you want to say. I really don't care, because someone has to come out about this, because this is getting way too far, and we're getting to a point of no return. I really hope that Jesus comes back soon, because it's gotten so much worse, and it's only going to get worse because people don't talk anymore. Anyway, I'm ranting. See you guys later.